when you completed and made it to the hard part, or what we deem hard at the time, which is surrendering and shedding things that no longer serve you, nobody talks about the sadness of how you feel of not having anything anymore. Welcome back to my channel. Here's where we evolve with intention, not through pressure, but through presence. We don't chase goals, we align with them. I had a good day today. Whether you're new here or returning, you're exactly where you need to be. Y'all, I made it. I made it to a place where I've shed so much, I've surrendered so much, literally to the point where I'm like, damn, there was literally nothing left. And I have to be completely transparent with y'all because it's giving lonely. But it's also showing me how much I need to lean on myself right now. Like, I've never been here before. I've never gotten to this point before. I would literally stop if things got too uncomfortable. I would stop if I wasn't supposed to let that person go. I would ignore it and just keep them around. If I got to the point where I was bored and just didn't want to do it, to the point where I am procrastinating and just choosing to do other bullshit instead of focusing on what I needed to focus on. It's just so much space to think right now. And I'm trying not to basically get back into old habits like scrolling. Now, I know I've said before about it's okay to rest and scroll. It's all about balance. It's one thing to literally have things that you want to do, but instead you're choosing to procrastinate and doom scroll, versus you've done everything that you possibly could do that day and you really need to rest, and scrolling just happens to be part of your rest. It's literally not the same thing. Also, I have been trying to limit even YouTube. I usually just go on YouTube to watch motivational videos or women who inspire me. But even that, whether it's positive or motivational, sometimes too much consumption can be too much. And I'm trying to give myself that space to literally think. Damn near everybody's gone. I got like 2 or 3 people left. And I don't hang with anybody during the week. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I haven't even been smoking during the week. I don't drink during the week. So again, it's like, now what? And I can only speak for myself personally, but I feel like nobody's talked about it, or I haven't seen anything about it or read anything about it, where when you have completed and made it to the hard part, or what we deem hard at the time, which is surrendering and shedding things that no longer serve you, nobody talks about the sadness of how you feel of not having anything anymore. And it also has me like, if this is what's best for me and if this is what I want, like, why do I feel sad? But I don't think it's meant to be felt as a punishment. I just think it's meant to bring me back and to remind me that I am building from the ground up, so I do have to start completely over again. And I know I'm not the only one feeling this. Like, in previous videos that I've watched, I feel like I've always watched videos that my algorithm always matched my frequency at the time. So say they would be like, oh, you need to do the work, you need to do the work, you need to surrender, you need to let go of what no longer serves you, and you need to put in the work. And I've never fully done the work, or I never got past a certain part. So the content that was coming on my algorithm would be always where that place was at that moment. So I've never gotten to this place where I seen what happened after you do the work and you put it when you put the work in and you surrender and you let go of everything. And I know this has to be like some type of collective purge. Like, I feel like there is like a bunch of us who have been watching those videos forever but never fully did everything that they were supposed to do, so always was stuck in that, oh, it's going to happen, it's going to happen, it's going to happen, versus now where it's like we are doing what we said we want to do, and it's like aligning us to the next phase, even though we don't see what's happening yet or know what the actual next step is. I do feel like there is a collective of us that have passed that phase, if that makes sense. This is the time to lean into self-trust. This is the time to follow through with everything that we said we were going to do. I have been consistently showing up weekly for YouTube, how I told myself that I wanted to. I have been continuing my workouts. I have even slowly started incorporating my herbal study back in this week. So I am continuing to show up the way that I say that I want to show up for myself. And when old things and old patterns try to creep in, this is where we need to check ourselves. That's what's considered self-leadership. During this time, there has to be a realization that the 3D world still may not reflect or show us results yet, but it is so critical to hold that vision anyway. We have to constantly and continuously remind ourselves where we're headed, our dream life, our glow up, our healed selves. That's a law of assumption in action. Holding the vision, moving like it's already ours, trusting that what we believe and assume will eventually reflect in our reality. So once my 90-day challenge is up in October, I want to start a new end of the year challenge, and I want to call it Filling the Void. And basically what this entails is research and hands-on action steps. So for example, I've talked about it plenty of times. I want land and I want chickens and goats. So let's just start off there. So instead of waiting until whatever happens for me to get to that place, I need to start looking up, how much do chickens cost? Where the fuck do I even buy chickens? How do I take care of them? Do they need shots? Like, etc. Like, I don't know anything about them. Also, I want to start a herbal business. So I need to start looking at local farmers markets to see like how much does it cost to rent a booth? Things like that. The universe does not know the difference between imagination versus reality. So we have to put it out there so that the universe can bring it to us. So now I have all this newfound extra free time that I'm not filling with bullshit and distractions. I need to make it worthwhile, and I need to fully align with the woman that I want to become and attract everything that I want being that version of her. So I want to encourage you to find your own void fillers. It can be anything that's motivating you right now. If you want to start a business, start looking at what type of licenses you might need for that specific type of business. If you want a certain type of car, a dream car, start test driving that new car. Start looking up what it requires to maintenance that vehicle. Things like this. Again, the universe does not know what's reality and um, what's imagination. So if you're putting yourself out there and you're constantly showing the universe that this is what you want and this is what you want to align with, we all know the universe works in miraculous ways and it's going to bring it to you. So if you're in that in-between space right now, lonely, in the void, wondering what's next, I want you to remember you are your own leader. You are your own safety. And every step that you take in trust is building the life that you already know is yours. You already know this. This is only one chapter of all the chapters in your book. So we are making space for new places, new people, new things that fully align with where we're going. Okay? So trust yourself and believe in the vision. Okay, we're going to end this video off with the affirmation. I trust myself to lead me into everything I desire. I'm going to repeat that. I trust myself to lead me to everything I desire. Okay? We got this. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, and let's keep going. I love y'all so much. And until next time, I will see you in the next video.